Before you even think about buying a home right now, you could be walking straight into a bidding war and overpaying by thousands, all because you missed one simple thing. Right now, there are homes that nobody's talking about. Sellers are anxious, and buyers like you could use that to your advantage. So if you want to avoid overpaying and score that big deal, this video is for you. What's up, guys? Anthony Esposito with eXp Realty, your local real estate expert right here in the Cleveland, Ohio area. And if you are one of those people that want to find that deal, or you're looking to sell, you got relocating, whatever your case is, I have people just like you reaching out to me every single week. I'd be honored to help you out as well. Contact me directly here or go in the description below. Use one of the links that I have listed there. So let's find out exactly how we can get that deal for you. So yes, March came and all of a sudden the market decided to heat up. Multiple offers are back. Bidding wars showed themselves again. And some homes, they're under contract the same weekend that it goes live. But here's the crazy part. The average days on market has actually increased to 36 days. Some homes are sitting 60 days. Some homes are sitting at 90 days, 100 plus days. But it's not all bad things. That is where your advantage can come in. Those days on market, that equals your big opportunity, your value opportunity. And one of the easy ways to kind of filter out the homes that are out there, whether you're on Zillow, Realtor.com, if you're on the MLS and you have access to that currently, you can go in and filter days on market and look for the homes, specifically the ones that are around that month long to where it's been sitting. So 30 days plus, those are going to be your deal maker homes because sellers are starting to get anxious at this point. They're starting to get concerned. There may have already been price drops. There could be a price drop, like you could come under list for that home. You can negotiate closing costs. I mean, you could even potentially get some furniture. Who knows? But the big thing is just because the days on market are increased and you see a home that's 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, whatever it is, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the house. And that's what most buyers typically think, is that there's got to be something wrong. There's got to be foundation issues. When more often than not, it's just the house is overpriced, there's poor marketing, or it could be something as simple as a poor description that was written up on the house or bad pictures. So don't sit on those, because that right there, that is a key indicator for a deal that you could end up making. Now, here's the best part about these homes that are sitting longer on the market. Because at the end of the day, if someone's looking to sell a house, a good portion of the time, not all the time, but a good portion of the time, that seller needs to sell that house. So because they're starting to get anxious, they're starting to get worried, they're more so now open to negotiate those deals. And when it comes to negotiating, it's not just about price or closing cost, title company. You can negotiate literally anything you want. You could ask the seller to pay for whatever points you need. If you want to get like a 2-1 buy down situation, you could ask the seller to fork up the money for that. You can negotiate again your furniture. You can negotiate, getting repairs done more easily when the home inspection comes. Because as soon as it goes under contract and you have a home inspection and you're looking to potentially have repairs done, they've been waiting to be under contract. So now they're under. They don't want to lose it. So that is an advantage that you could end up taking. And when I say you can negotiate anything, you can literally negotiate anything. And I just had a client where we got almost $15,000 under because we offered less from what the asking price was. And this home was sitting on the market for 93 days. But we also got some patio furniture thrown in there free of charge. And it wasn't cheap furniture by any means. Patio furniture can get pretty expensive. But it was because they need it to sell. They had to get rid of the house so they can move on to their next chapter. Now let's talk the FSBOs, the for sale by owner homes that are out there. Granted, There's not going to be as much as what you will see listed by a brokerage. However, there still are going to be people that are going to sell a home. Some people do a tremendous job at it. Others, it could end up being a hidden gem. Or, I mean, it could potentially even be a disaster. For those hidden gem ones, it's simply because it's your home. You have emotional attachment to it. Whereas an agent like me comes in, I'm not emotionally attached to the house. So what happens more often than not, they become overpriced and they sit. And they sit for a long time. The ones that are underpriced, those are typically going to get scooped up real quick. But they get overpriced because of that emotional attachment, and a lot of people don't know how to run an account properly because, I mean, they're not trained in it. And that's perfectly okay. So again, you know, if that's sitting for a long time and it looks perfectly fine on the pictures and it doesn't seem like anything's wrong, it's more than likely, more often than not, it is going to be an overpriced home. But it could be a disaster because now you got to get all your ducks in a row. And as long as you have an agent that's coming in and they're telling you, hey, disclosures are missing. This needs done, that needs done. I've had this situation where buyers purchased from a for sale by owner, and I essentially had to babysit the seller on this and get all the ducks in a row so we could have this thing processed, go through, and walk him through it. So I was doing extra work, which is fine. I got my client the house, which is great, but it's just added steps. And those added steps could cause a headache, especially if they have somebody else talking in their ear, speaking from experience, saying, no, you can do this or that. And that's not simply the case. We got to follow by our state laws of what's needed, what needs to be done, how it needs to go about things. In certain aspects, even title cost of things, it's regulated by the state and there's nothing that title can do about it. So not every agent is the same. We're all different. We all have our niches. We all have like our pros or cons. You know, we're not all going to vibe with every single person we run across. And there's some agents that do a phenomenal job by doing the bare minimum, and they'll still be a great agent. And then there's other agents that are like me where I'm keeping track of the market on a daily basis. You know, I know my days on market. I know what neighborhoods are flying off the shelf. I'm paying attention to the homes that are sitting longer, and if it's comped right or priced right, how quickly they could sell. Yeah, I could see a house for 54 days sitting on the market, and it might be, okay, well, this thing is $25,000 over. If it was that much less, it would have sold 3 weeks ago. So having an agent that is staying on top of the market is the key factor when you are looking to actually find a deal in purchasing a home. Because it's not just about, hey, this house is sitting on the market for 30 days, I'm guaranteed to get a deal. Doesn't work that way. Negotiation all takes place. There's so many different factors, and you got to know the ins and outs. And the key to that is having the agent that knows the ins and outs that can relay all this stuff to you and guide you properly. So you don't want to regret overpaying. You don't want to have to fight with the bidding wars. I get it. I had to deal with it myself a few years back, 6 years back, before COVID. I was getting involved in bidding wars. It sucks. It is no fun because you run out of options and you're like, I am doing everything I can. So to avoid that, look at the days on market. Pay attention to the price drops. Just because a home's been sitting and a home is having price drops doesn't mean that it's a bad home. More than likely, it just means it's overpriced more often than not. And then, like I said, pictures, that plays a factor in it. The description, the marketing of the home could all play different factors in why it is sitting. But those are the homes that are going to be your biggest deal. Drop a comment down below and let me know if this helped you out, because that's all I want to do. I want to make sure that you are not overpaying and you're not going through the stress and the headaches of putting in 10 offers and you're losing out house after house after house. It's exhausting, it's depressing, it discourages you. This is supposed to be fun, exciting. You should have that home locked down. And the best way to do that is going for the deals and doing what the majority is not doing. If you got any value from the video, smash the like button. It's greatly appreciated. And as always, I would be honored to help you out through this process if you're buying, selling, relocating, building new. I have people just like you contacting me. You can contact me here directly at this number or use one of the methods I have listed in the description below. And if you haven't already, click subscribe, turn notifications on so you can stay up to date on my future videos that I got coming your way.